So some time ago, I made this little fill app in Unison to automate posting to social media. It wasn't much, it wasn't too complicated. You just take a text and select a couple of platforms and it goes out and that's it. The problem is that it's not the nicest to deal with new lines and trying to organize the layout. And it's also annoying to deal with limits because one has 100 characters, for example, and another one has 200. With the CLI, it's not easy to have feedback like that, instant one. So that's annoying. And last thing is sometimes you want to have a bit of variability. You just, I don't know, you tag one person on here and another person there. So long story short, I need a UI. We're gonna do something simple. Just text, platform selection again, and a button. And maybe result would not hurt as well to know if something goes wrong. That's it. Nothing too complicated. It's all gonna be in Unison as much as possible. HTML, CSS probably as well. It's gonna take a couple of hours, and it's gonna be a lot of CSS wrangling, but let's try. Also, I haven't used it in a while and don't remember syntax and workflow, so it's either gonna be really painful and sad or educational. We'll see. So we have the project, but we still have, I mean, we connected to the project where we don't have the project. Anyways, we need a file, and then it's gonna be some scratch that you, name doesn't matter, Unison, and it's picked up. So now if we have x equals 3 and we show this 3, we see that 3 is 3 with a bit of conflicts. What I want is HTML, as we said. So let's look at HTML. This is HTML, this HTML library, and I think that's what we need. I think to use the project, we do lib install. So we go back, we install it, this time without a typo. Library is installed, but I'm not sure how to use it. There is an example on how to use it. We take this example, we put it in an X. This cached, oh, because I'm printing 3, like why is it 3? We print this and we see the article, hello world, everything that we need. So, but the question is, what do we need? What do we need? What do we need? So we have HTML, right? We need HTML. We have HTML. Inside HTML, we need head. Inside the head, we're gonna have some links, probably CSS for some library to make it nicer, something like Pico. And then we're gonna need some script or scripts. Then we have HTML body. Then we're gonna have some main in there. And then we have two sections. Section 1 with some editor, text area, and then it's gonna have some button and then some div with result. On the section 2, it's like a toolbar section, I don't know. Right and left, I don't care. Section right is going to be a list of checkboxes. It's going to be a list, list unordered, right? Doesn't matter. They're probably going to have something for it. Let's hope. And I think that's it. Maybe if we want in the body, this should be like this actually. Like this. We might need an F with login or something, right? And now we just need to replace each one with something useful. How to navigate Unison via CLI yet? It's probably something you can do if you do it regularly, but if I do it like once a year, it's not very helpful. So we have a library, we have HTTP libraries. This HTTP library has a README that we saw before. Oh, wait, not HTTP. Sorry, I meant HTML. HTML has the README that we saw before. And I think we can go from HTML. It has it has encode element, empty element, Ruby. What do you need? HTML Ruby. I don't know what Ruby is. to text. That's what we've seen as save text, var to text. HTML has HTML, 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 little HTML. Which one do we need? Wait, so if I think type HTML and then we start with HTML. Okay, let's try. Let's call our index. Index, maybe put it in a web or UI. Web, UI, UI. Let's just call it web. It's gonna have type HTML and then web index equals HTML. And HTML has a list of attributes. Plain English. English. And then it's going to have empty list HTML, and this is going to give us HTML. And then if we try to put this in here, or even in here as here, save, we have HTML. And I think we're on the right track. So HTML we done. Then we have HTML that, no, this is not much helpful. Head, yes. Head has a list of attributes and then list of HTML and gives you back HTML again. So HTML head, we don't need no attributes. I think, I don't know, this, okay. So in our head, what do we need in the head? Attributes, I don't think we need anything. But for the links, can we do? Oh, yes. This is what I want. Links. Links, and then like this. And then, I don't know, let's go here. Let's go here, because that's not what I wanted. Because CSS gets started. That's what we want. I'm not gonna download it. Let's just list it from the CDN because life is too short. A link. HTML. rel. There's no rel. What am I supposed to do? Is it not inside HTML? Is there a rel? Oh, there's a rel, but it's not. It's just text. To attribute style sheet, and then href is also just text to attribute. And this is not gonna type. This is gonna copy, paste, remove, save. Here. The last thing in the head is probably script, but I'm not sure for now. Let's keep it like this. So we have a head, and then we're gonna have HTML body, not Adobe body, some attributes, so empty, and then list of stuff inside the body. Let's put some HTML main, empty, empty. Maybe nav in here, but let's start with the body first. Let's gonna have maybe here. Nav is gonna be here, and main is gonna be in here. So we're gonna add HTML section with. I don't understand. Sometimes HTML stays, sometimes disappears. Just I don't also really care. Section, and then here I want a class. It's also here, and then how do we call it? Editor, post, message. Let's just call it left. And this is gonna be right. right? Section left, right. So on the left we have HTML text area, ID is here, attribute ID, post. Then we probably want some placeholder. Placeholder. What do we want for placeholder? Type here. I don't know. Sorry. Type here. Type here. And then the actual test area should be probably empty. After that, we have a button attributes, and then inside of the button is going to be text. Yes, post text, text, post. Very creative. And then this needs to be filled in to those comments going to disappear, by the way, if we submit them. So those too fleeting of comments, I can't rely on those in the code base. And then we have a section, and then do we have anything for a list? HTML list unordered list, and then needs to be some sort of map over something to something, right? Kind of awkward to have it just like this, but maybe not. Maybe not. Another list item, Twitter, Mastodon. What do we have here? Has type text, but expected HTML. This is going to be text. So this is something, but this something needs to be served. So we can see if it actually works or not, or looks fine or not. So if we go back to HTML, I think we already have Unison HTTP. We have HTTP, but we don't need HTTP. We need something else. We need HTTP server. This is just HTTP server. Is it HTTP already has a server? HTTP, yes. HTTP has a server. So that's what we have. Okay, we have examples. Oof, that's hello handler, main, port, serve, threads, serve, print line. I don't know. Let's try this one. There's multiple handlers. Okay, routes. Okay, let's try. So we have example, hello world, and then we have example main. Hello world is this one. This is the one that we don't have. And now in theory, if we run this one, It's gonna start something on 8081. We're gonna go to 8081 and we're gonna see not found. But if we go to where they want us to go, they want us to go and say hello. We're gonna see hello world. Okay, so we can work with this. I think then we have web. We can do something with this. We can have web handler, and our handler is gonna be hello index handler, and then we're gonna have cases that I think we can have one, right? We don't need to have anything too complicated because we're gonna have one route for an index, one for login potentially, and one for post. So let's have something like this for later if we don't break it. So we have get just to the root, the empty, just root. What's root? Oh, we don't need this. View root. This is just this, I think. So if we get at the root, we want to return our HTML. So we have OK, and then our body is going to be what? This. Probably like this, right? Oh, he wants bytes. Well, the dumb answer is probably this. This is a dumb answer. But what's the real answer? I don't know. Let's just try. And then hello is still hello, even though it shouldn't be there. And this is not found. Because this is wrong. Let's use this example. Should be using this. If we try again. Oh wow, look at this. Oh wow. It's beautiful. But actually that's all we need. Pretty good. Okay, I think the second step would be is to have some sort of CSS. And I think if you go back, there is a CSS library. And I think we need to try that next. But I think I need something like web styles. One second. CSS needs a rule set. After that, we need a rule set with stuff. We need rule set, and it's a list and a list. Okay. So first thing in the rule set are selectors. For selectors is just text. So for example, let's say selector text area text area, and then rules, rule set, rule. And then each rule is what? Each rule is property, and then the thing. So the rule is going to be height, I don't know, 20 pixels. And then the next rule is going to be width. Width 100 pixels. And then of course rule border 1 pixel solid red to see if everything is working. But if this is gonna no. It's kind of more reasonable. And then let's see if this CSS to text. Perfect. Perfect. How do I now put this in here? Can I do I need to? And now we need to put it in style. So maybe we already have this one here, and then we can have HTML style attribute HTML. Probably like this, probably like this, and probably like this, right? Right. Right. Okay. Okay, the most complicated thing is over. I think this is not gonna work this way. It's not? Why does it magically works? Probably some watch expressions that I need to learn how to use. So what do we have so far? We have a random main, which I'm not even sure if we are allowed to use like this. So we have a random main that starts a server with our handler on 8081, and then it sleeps. This I don't like. This I don't like. This is our root for HTML index. Then we're gonna add another one for the post. I think we can just do it really quick. I don't know how to test it, but if somebody does a post to post, of course, then we're gonna say you posted. But this is going to have to be implemented. We'll have to post. But also we're not gonna respond with the body, we're gonna respond with whatever else, and then we're going to have again as well. It's probably going to be post to the root with the path request, and it's also going to be to do, and it's also going to respond with okay body text UTF-8 to do. And later we're gonna add the login. The most logical thing to do is to do CSS, because I have to look at this, it looks so bad. but I don't want to bore people. I guess let's start cleaning up. One thing is, this is not main. So we have main already, right? We have some main that we can edit. So this one takes the CLI, takes arguments, parses them, and then writes what does the correct command. So we had it before where you something like this. Yeah, so we have post command and the list command to see what we have. And I think we can just do serve or UI and then go from there. And that kind of makes sense. I think that makes sense. So you have a CLI. If you do CLI, you do CLI. If not, you do UI. So let's do that. Try to edit 8. Is it going to remember? Oh yeah, it remembered. So we have main, parser, args, parser run, CLI parser. We need edit CLI parser. Short, doc, DSL, post parser, list platform parser, and then go. I think we need view post parser. Command DSL, short help, post a message, and then we have command. We have view. Probably need this edit CLI.cmd. Yes. I think if you do something like this, it should ignore the rest. No. Okay, yeah, no changes found. So let's not do this for now. Let's just extend the command. So it's going to be list and then UI, all caps, UI. This means something changed, right? I think now it says if I do update, let's do help, help API update, create, debug, delete, list dependencies, div, docs, edit, find. Undo, unwatch, update, or add. View, watch. Okay, I think it's add or update. But let's just do update. There's nothing for me to do right now. Okay, so say this, and now I do update. Update cmd. Wait, there's something wrong. Is it because of this? I should be not doing. Oh, okay. It was prematurely. We do update now. Now it's gonna bring the main and this and this and this and this and that. Okay. That was prematurely done. So this is the command UI. I still don't know what to do here. Print line to do. And now everything works. But we actually need to parse this. So we have list, post, and then we're gonna have UI parser. Now UI parser does not exist. Post and list. I think list is quite smaller and nicer, so now we don't have to add this. Going to be UI. Command is called UI. Run the UI version of this app tool. Tool, not an app, and then the command should be not list, but UI. cmd command UI. Okay, now this type checks, this is a to do, and this is the awkward part is dependency wise, right? So we have CLI, we don't have UI yet, right? But we have main, then we have CLI that does the parsing, and then UI is going to be, CLI is going to depend on UI, and UI is going to depend on this, and then I think it's fine. We just need to change in the main, this is going to work, this is going to work, this is just needs to do what we had before right here. I think we can, this is not needed, this is not needed, this is old main, we don't need it too. This is what we need. It's going to be not web example, but this here. So we have this got broken, this compiles. So when we run UI, we're going to start server config default. This is the library. Then the port is going to be 8081. It's fine. Routes, we create a handler from what we had from the web. The handler looks reasonable for now. And then it's in the web. Then we serve. What I don't like, this is there doc serve. I don't know how to doc. Docs. Starts a web server, returning something that when evaluated will stop the server. Okay, so this I assume is the local hack, local workaround for 24 hours for run it. Because I assume the approach here is that you create and you deploy this, but because we're running it locally, it's whatever, who cares, right? I'm not gonna run it for more than an hour a day anyways, and I'm not planning to deploy it. This is just a UI view, it's not a web app. So this is fine. So that is fine, this is fine, and I think we can just update to commit this, not commit, but still not pushed. But if we refresh this, we're gonna see web in here. We have our handler, we have our index, we have our styles. And main does this, and so if we run main now, right, we had out the social with UI, it should open the UI. And beautiful UI. The problem with this is that this is not static and this is not static. So each time I change this, I have to rerun it. And if I pretty sure that those expressions don't support, like you cannot just have this because it's don't think it supports a yeah, it's not, you cannot do this. Wait, you can? Wait. Wait. Yeah, it's just yeah, it's just shows you a function. I don't think you can. But this is fine. I think that's fine. We have our own stuff. We can rerun things. I'm familiar with development in the longer. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. We can come back to this. What can I say? I'm familiar with longer loops feedback, so just a quick restart is not a big deal. But let's do this. If you don't think that HTML and CSS is fun, probably you can skip this. So I think for our main, sure, we need class column, so we just keep it main. Who cares? We're going to say this is probably more correct. I don't know why is it like this. This is hell. For our main, we want to have a grid. Right? And for the grid, we want to have columns. I don't remember CSS template. Something like this. That's the wrong place. Something like this. Something like this. Something like this. And then we probably want like a gap. One rem. And if we run it, boom, we cannot. Oh, okay. This is interesting. So if we do this, is that what I did? That's what I did. That's what I did. Okay, edit dependence. This. Oh my god. I need to come here, I need to save, and then I need to come here, and then I need to run. Okay, so I think the thing is that we have main that depends on things that were not here, and because we change in here, we need to have the whole tree of stuff. I don't know why we need, oh, dispatch, because dispatch depends on this. So all of this needs to be here, but actually the stuff that we change in is a leaf. We go back, boom. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. So we have two columns, just ugly looking ones. For the text area, let's have, do like whole widths. Whole widths. Boom, boom. Nothing changes. Good. This. I think it's not much better. I'm afraid if we need to have this nested or not, but I think we need something like widths, 1000 pixels, I don't know. And then some sort of margin, 0 auto, and then row padding 1 rem. If we try again, boom, boom. Okay, now we're talking. Why is it like this? This is unfair. This is an unfair situation. Let's try to fix the left, right. Call it platforms. And for this. I'm not sure if this is gonna help. Can I do this bigger? And then wait. This is terrible feedback loop. Oh. Why is this one taking so long? Wait, no. That's... We want this to be wider first, and then this takes the rest. I think this might be just fine. Yeah. Yeah. Now we're talking. Okay. This padding. Should that actually help? I mean, it did a bit. Oh, it's not applicable. It didn't do, and the gap also doesn't help. Well, padding and the gap don't work, so maybe this should be on the body. I think it's not that bad. Let's just remove it for now. This shouldn't matter now, right? No, height matters, width is this. Ugly. Okay, let's add the other platforms and then go from there. So I think we need platforms. It's going to be at least strings. Does it have strings or text? Text. Is going to be at least. Probably not even a text. It's going to be styles. Styles, right? Telegram. This should probably... I should probably extract it from the enum. I'm not sure how, but this is not fun. Just lowercase, I think, as IDs or something. And then we need to get the limits, because I want to see the character limits for each one. Because it's annoying to keep track of those. And now we want to show it here. We want what? We want web platform checkboxes is going to be a list of HTML. And this means that I think this should be not this. This should be just one. Platform checkbox. It should take a text of a platform, and this is going to be ID. Platform ID, and this should be HTML label. nothing inside, but it should take HTML input that takes attributes only. Then it should take HTML text, and it's going to be the platform ID as well. Platform ID. And last but not least, characters. HTML strong, small. HTML text. And here is going to be 200 for now. To text. Something like this. Int to text. No. Not to text. And the label is attribute type checkbox name is platform and ID attribute ID is going to be the platform ID. Platform ID. This needs to be like this. So we have one checkbox, and now we need to go from all of them to one. List map, list map takes a function, and then the list is map checkbox. I already forgot what it was called. Platform checkbox, and then our list of platforms. This is already an array, and this needs to have some parentheses around. And then if we try, so calling out, boom, beautiful. What the heck? Just okay. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 200 each. Makes no sense why it renders it like this. I don't know. What do I do? Platforms, class platforms, and then the list. What can I do to make it less crazy? Do I need to do text align rule? Text align left. I don't think it's gonna help, but maybe. Class platforms. And then it's this. Oh, is this broken? It's because this is broken. An ID input. Okay, that explains the brokenness. Label input. Wait, what? This was supposed to be this. This. Okay, that's fine. Okay. It's pretty good. Almost there. Almost there. I just need to have this. No. Annoying. Okay. This is aligning to the right. Why is it aligning it? This is not working. This needs... Actually, this is not needed, right? This is useless. Platforms, label, flex, display flex. Then row gap, 2 pixels, 1 rem. The fuck? What? Yeah, that's what I expected, that the small is going to be at least not overlapping. And then the checkbox looking like a checkbox. So this is not working. I think this messes with their existing styles. But let's see the maybe typography. Pika typography, that's not what I wanted. Because it says H1 214 rem, adding groups, inline text, italic, abbreviation, block words, horizontal rules. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Small. Yeah. Yep. 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 Layout. Getting started. Containers. Yeah. Maybe let's do this. Let's do class container. HTML if wrapper. This is opening here, closing somewhere here. I'm sorry for the formatting. I know. Something like this, and then this can be split into 2. The main, I'm not sure we need to touch main. Actually, wait, let's just not touch this. Let's not touch this. Let's not touch this. Let's only keep this. And this is going to be a wrapper. So we fix this. And read. Just use this. It's just this grid. And that content, typography, forms, checkboxes, type checkboxes, name, type. Yeah, we have type, we have name, and we have an ID. So we have same, and inside is just the text. While in our case, oh, because I'm stupid. No, wait. Input gives us HTML. Yeah. And this is part of the label. Nice. Nice. Let's smack HTML P in it. Span with no attributes, and this, and then with this, like this. And then this could be class grid platform. Platform, and here we're gonna go platform. This one is going to be flags, and this is going to be one little gap, like this. Nope, nope, nope. It's even worse. This is way too wide. The containers that they have. And this is nonsense. What if I do this? What if I do grid? Yes! So only now we have to solve this. We have span, which obviously... Oh, platform. I think I did wrong style. Yeah, this needs to be a dot. If we do this... What? How is this? How is this related? I don't get it. Yeah. You don't like spans. You don't like spans. You don't like spans. Call you a P. Boom. I mean, this is stuff. Yeah, I cannot do this anymore. Let's just do this, this, this. Like this. I don't care. It's so ugly though. This is so ugly though. Okay. How about at least like this? Let's do limits. So Twitter. I don't know how to do tuples yet. So let's just do Twitter is 280. Twitter blue sky is, let me check. Blue sky, new post, 300. Mastodon is 500. And Telegram, I don't know. Does it have a limit? Optional. Do you want to mess with optionals? Is that Telegram limit? I think it's like 4096. And then, right, 280. Like useless stuff. Just need a map, right? It's going to be map from text to natural. But I don't know how to make a map. That's the problem. Map dot docs for map. Oh, okay, that's pretty good docs though. I think that's what we need. Map from list. There. It's, but then it's not gonna work much with enums anyways. Platforms, probably need platforms. Then map keys. Key set, just keys. We get a keys and then we use that, and then in the text we can use platforms. Probably makes sense to use a specific platform, right? Because if we're gonna pass something like this, it's gonna form just gonna blow up, right? So I think we can do can I just do this? I haven't written non-magnetic code in so long. I don't even know. I guess this is the limit. Yeah. I think I don't know. Types are it's an optional. I don't know how to use optionals. Docs optional. Optional map, flat map, get or else. I guess get or else makes sense. Get or else. I think this makes sense. So we do optional map, transform it, and then we do optional get or else nothing. But got confused. I think this is idempotention issue. This is Second argument is optional. Oh, yeah. Where is the map? This is the map. This is this, and this is this. And we already probably should be doing this to text. Don't know. Maybe this. And I do erase like this. What do I do with lambda? Like this? It's not lambda, is it? Like this? What else is there? There's this. Yes. limit to text limit. And so if we have a limit, we're gonna add a limit. If not, for some reason there is a botched platform, or maybe Telegram can be removed. This could be empty. I think it makes sense. And so if we run this now, nice, beautiful. If we see, I think that's all I want. This is, I think it's looking fine. CSS, I'm not gonna touch it, I think, for now. So this is fine. This we can take a look at now. And then the missing piece is JavaScript. So we either need to add a script here. I don't think there is like JavaScript, the Unison to JavaScript or anything like this. So it would be either JavaScript file imported here, or a string, which is no way, or this is htmx, and this is going to transform into something that's going to send the thing. Probably it's going to be easier to just do a little htmx here. Okay, so if we do this, if let's check the platforms. I think if we look at our list platform, view platform. So our platform is this, and then we have all, all. That's wrong, all. I think view platform. So we already have a list of this. And do I have a to text or something on the platform? From text to text. So if we do platform, we do array map to text on the platform, and then we do platform.all. We run this list. It's not array. We run this. I expected to see. Oh, wait, okay, here we have blue sky master and telegram x. Okay, I caved and call it x. So this is probably what we want. We want platform limits. Platform. Here we're gonna take platform. It's not gonna be ID anymore. This is gonna be platform. Map should become platform.x. Platform blue sky. Nope. No. Platform blue sky. Platform Mastodon. And platform Telegram. And I think this I'm going to drop because I don't care. And we're going to do this platform from, it's a map from a platform, the natural, and then a get post to list the platform. This is a platform attribute ID. Platform ID is going to be platform to text, and we're going to take this makes no sense. We can just do this like normal people. Platform ID. Platforms is a wrong thing because we need platform limits here. And then platform ID is here, platform ID is here. And the last but not least, we need to do this, and here. We don't even need net map keys. We just say platform all. And then list map to the checkbox. And if we try again, that's one thing to try. If we run again, expect telegram to be empty and everything else to still be there and still work, and it's even sorted. If we call update, everything should update and be working. I don't want to look at CSS anymore, so I'm going to drop it. I don't need to look at the checkbox. We can drop it too. This can be dropped. We need to work on this and then this. And because of this, the dependencies are staying here. But let's just drop it down here and then focus on adding htmx. Okay, htmx, there is htmx library for htmx to HTML support. Core attributes, htmx button. First of all, we need htmx script. HTML script includes what we need. So this is what we need to include. We go here and probably just here. First of all, who is htmx? We need to install it. Got project as a dependency. Go back, go back, go back. Install htmx, and then while it's installing, we're gonna steal this one. So we have post to the clicked, swap for doing nothing, and then it just does nothing. I think we also need a target. Let's see later. This doesn't like it. It's a type HTML, but expected HTML. Do we have conflicting HTMLs and we're not allowed to use both? This is not fun. Let's go back here and then we look to the button returns HTML. HTML is the different HTML, and maybe there's a mapper. No, next. I mean, it is a HTML v201, right? This is this one. .290. Interesting. That's weird. So there is a fork. Well, I'm not married to the other one, but I don't know how to delete how to delete the dependency. Okay, let's see. Common workflows, dependency, leap install. There is list leap, but install. I mean, in theory, I can do this and this, right? And then this, and just replace this, and then it might work. But then, I mean, so now we cannot figure out what's HTML, but I think it's because the syntax is different, right? We don't need this search anymore. What changed? Square edge. I mean, this looks quite similar to me. Just the parentheses were added. Lang, but then everything needs to be prefixed now. Okay, how do I delete the dependency? That's what I need. So we have usage topic. Update encoded dependencies. No. Documentation testing. Okay. Oh. Delete the term, branch, force, namespace. Okay, I think that's what we need. Delete namespace. But is it gonna work with CSS now? Oi. Probably not, right? CSS. What was the CSS? I mean, it was just style text. It doesn't matter. Okay, I think it should work. Let's delete it. Without a dot. With lib. Oi. Okay. Okay, this is not fun. I think it's not. And all the previous shit needs to be updated too, right? Is there some smart way to do this? Oh, and leaves those without names. Yeah, let's fucking do it. I think there is probably a smarter way to do it. There's probably a way to replace one with the other one, like refactor, and see that it works. But now we're stuck with whatever this is. So section. I mean, should be just HTML section. right? I think we can recover this. I mean, probably HTML head refers to HTML head. Okay, this one, give up. Head is a head, right? Do we need any of those? No. Well, that's annoying. But there's no big HTML head, right? This is HTML head is the wrong thing to do. I think the right thing to do is use this. That's the problem. This. Yeah, I know I can replace, but I don't want it because I don't know what I'm doing. List of attributes. Okay, this is me. Okay, that was the issue. That what was the reason for all of this. And now I need to edit probably this. Edit this. This type. What is this type? HTML now. It's HTML. What is all of this? Very helpful. Okay, maybe I should not have done it. Maybe there's a state here, right? So I have okay. I mean, I didn't commit it. No. It's gone because I did update. I think if I refresh it. Okay, yeah. So if we go back to the view of the project, it's the same thing, right? Nonsense. It's nonsense because I don't remember what it was. I don't remember, but I think it was attribute type. So type was checkbox. This was ID, or I think no, this was a name. I think this was name. I think that was ID. So this was a check mark, was input. Input. And this one was text, right? Platform ID is a string, a limit is a string as well. And then we got the HTML form. No, it was a label. course you can't. So shit. The wrong label. That's htmx one. Just input. And that's text. This text. Okay. Which one? This one. HTML to text. There is no text. There is this, and then we are green, right? And then if we serve, just 8081. Okay, we still have this. This still kind of works. Okay, so the last. Okay, so we're back to where we were. So the main thing that I was missing is I was using capital HTML because the library was capitalized. I was using the capitalized HTML, but this is just a type. That was the name of the library. In this case, the name is this. So that's, I should just use this. I think that was my mistake. The other mistake that the comma wasn't here, so that's why it didn't work. In theory, if it was just HTML and I replaced this with this different library, different namespace, we didn't even have to remove it, I think, in theory. So I just made it more complicated than it has to be. This is crazy aligned. Now back to htmx. If we go back, now this works. It matches. And here, instead of div, do we need a div grid? I think we do. I just want this to be a form. Want this to be a form. If I turn this into form, it should still work. Okay, it looks the same. So this becomes a form, and now on the button, I need to put some stuff. That was a library. Here's the library. Here's the button. That's what I need. I need the button. Yeah, look, I could have copied this part. I don't know. Sometimes you just don't know what you copy. And this is what we need. This, 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 this we don't need. So on the post, we're gonna go to clicked. I think I'm gonna have an API post and RESTful post, not a RESTful post, just post the post. And we don't need to swap anything. What I want is I want an ID, I think. I want here, I think, after a button. After a button, I'm gonna do this style. This, this, I need this. I just need a div with ID result and nothing inside. And we don't know what it is. Can I just say div HTML, this one? Okay, this is going to be an empty div. On update, I want to update that and hx result target. Target is going to be the result. And I think this needs a hashtag. So now this should go to API post, and because we have nothing on the API post, this is just post. Okay, let's rename this. Can I do this? Post. Kind of ugly. This is better, right? To do post to do. I think should work. Even though the bodies should be HTML form, I think they should work. I think we should see something new, and we go from there. Inspect. Network. Testing. Blue sky. Post. htmx. And then be. Oh, wait. It wasn't there, but I thought I clicked it before. Wait. No, it appears. Okay. API post. Not found, but it is sending platform on. This is nonsense. um, this is nonsense. Okay, so it doesn't work on multiple levels. It doesn't work. This doesn't work. This doesn't work. And I think platform, I was kind of expecting that if I press platform, I mean, it's multiple ones, it's okay. In theory, if you can pass platform equals this, should work. But I just think I put it in the wrong place. Maybe not the name. And then this is not found. I think this should be the easiest one to fix. API post. I think maybe this was wrong. API post. Post. Post to API post. Wait, this is interesting. Wait, it's what we sent. Okay, that was wrong. That's wrong, and then we got to do back, which works. Now we need to fix the payload. This one and this one. And then we got the response back as well. Very beautiful. One step at a time. I think let's try to do text area. Oh, did okay, nav. I'm not gonna do it, so I'm gonna delete it, clean it up. So all of this is a form. And the mix of parentheses drive me nuts. I'm used to automatic formattings and not formatting stuff by hand. I feel like a caveman. So first of all, we have text area. It has ID and a placeholder, right? One left to be thing and right to be a thing. Let's try this. This, and then a name. Right? Okay. So the name helped. Now, these guys. Is there attribute value or something that we need? Yeah. This wrong. I don't need this. Probably don't need this. Boom. First try. Okay. Now how do I parse this? I think let's actually update. In that we don't need add. We don't need checkbox anymore. Index. Don't need it for now. Dispatch. Do we need dispatch? It's just working, right? Main handler. Index. Let's hide index for now. I don't really care. I think I care about this. So I have no idea how it works. Oh, and this is ugly. I think we need to fix this. One step at a time. So I need docs. I need docs for the HTML library. And for the HTML library, so what do we need? We have encoded form, right? There's preview, of course. This. We have this. Platforms, and then we have logic somewhere. No, I don't even know what's called. Something list. CLI client leap. Main list. Oh, we saw it in the main. So main runs args, dispatches command, list publisher. Oh, list publish. List. I don't know. Let's view. Sorry. Ability publish, dry run, publish live. And publisher live. Dependencies. Dependencies for this. Oh, wait, dependence. Well, if I knew how to spell it. That's the wrong one. I was trying to be smart. Dispatch. CLI dispatch. Okay, that's what I was looking for. And then we run dispatch. It's exactly the one that's open right here. Oh no. But this is how you do it. You explore it like this, or you just look at it and you have it. But yeah, I think that's what I wanted. I think I wanted this. Platforms. Post platforms. Post CMD. What is this? It's a command, and inside command we have post. As a text list of platforms. So somehow we need to parse this. But I think this should give us a type 2, right? Gives us a type, but this doesn't. But if I type live result goes live, nothing. I'll give it a string. Okay, list of platforms. I'm just trying to explore some stuff and then a post. To publish. Because I'm trying to publish to all of them. Well, what's view publish? Okay, but view publish is a knows how to publish a text to a platform, and then we run it for all the platforms. Now I was gonna say it's a mismatch. Handler IO, and there's handler because it's threads. To have my abilities too powerful. What else? So it says that have a handler for IO, and then the handler, whatever IO threads, is a subtype of handler IO failed because threads is not a subtype of IO. And I think what we had in the dispatch, we had IO exception and threads. Handler for IO, I don't know what it is, describe. Ooh. It might be too much to view. Okay, view handler exception to function from the request to your exception and abort. It doesn't have threading, doesn't have a thread. And here we do have threads. G, right? So handler, SP request, exception, abort. So nothing but threads, right? So we need, I think we did it before. Threads run. But does this add a thread or removes? Threads run. This removes threads. So I think we need to do this. But then, what is the result? Is nothing, right? Because we fork it. Run top level. So I think that's wrong abstraction, wrong place. I think that's not a good thing to do, probably. Okay, view list threads. View threads. Lib base IO. And then we go to threads. threads, cancel, detach, fork. Spawns it and runs it. No. Run. Oh, but my publish does not return the result. I just wanted to do it because I wanted the result, but I guess run is fine. I don't know. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm doing. Let me just fine before in after thread sleep. I thread sleep. I knew it was gonna be thread sleeps. We did it before. 3 microseconds also, yes. It's 3 microseconds. I want like this. Is this going to work? Publish platforms. Oh, it's a list to nothing, right? So it shouldn't matter. Like it should work. I'm just trying to figure out the semantics for the run. This. What this means just thread because result is or in after. What's the 10 seconds? Okay, so it is blocking. That's kind of what I expected. Body done. Catch all. Result. Match, catch all result. Syntax. What's the better match in syntax? Match, catch. Match, catch. Match, catch. West. Okay, yeah, the West was missing. Catch. That's already caught. Should we try to do that inside? think we should move it. Right. And we want to always respond as result. Going to be error. This is going to be success. Success. This. Match catch 2. Run a thread. If we match, we live publish to all the platforms a given text. In case an error happens in any of those, we catch it. And we say that the result is an error. There was some message. Text any. I don't need type. I just want to say failed. And then print line message. So it prints an error and it fails, and then return the result. And is going to fail. Probably not, but we should see the result, right? Success. I think we just need a little gap in here. Fine. But it should fail in case we try to publish to some platform. Platform, blue sky. It should fail because there's no credentials. At least I hope. Oh. Well. 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 This the wrong place to catch. I assume it failed. No, it says failed here, failed here. Oh, I have catches somewhere inside. Yeah, I think yeah, because if one publisher fails, the other ones to fail. That's why I think. I don't remember. But I think we quickly go here, main, thread sketch, parse, dispatch, get args, can add what dispatch command. Publisher live failed. Okay, so we have a parameter map and we have a catch here. So if one of them fails, it's not gonna fail, but then it's going to return arm and right. Okay, let's edit this. let's edit this, edit live, and maybe we can. It's not gonna work because I have unit. What's up with the search? I don't know. Because this is this. Publisher int. And then on left 0. Resume. Like this. Because if we do 1, it's 1. If it fails, we do 0. And then we return this. So when we use it here, say result. Oh, we need to say run. Edit. There are run 2, and we also say 0. Oh, sorry, I'm so stupid. It's right there. Right there. So we have here dry run this. Int, but we want unit. It's always highlighting. The name sum is ambiguous because we wanted natural sum. Oh yeah, actually we wanted natural. We didn't want an int. We wanted natural, not an integer. What was our definition of life? We want. It's not gonna be. Fine. Setter. Need this one. Didn't work. Can go void. Okay. I don't know why underscore didn't work. Maybe this works, but we do this explicitly. So we change a lot of stuff. The main thing that this is not working yet, but what we have working is a counter, and this counter is going to be needed here. So we don't need this. So n equals this, and we say published needed published and the text, this one. And this is kind of ugly. We do this, we do this. Result. Do this. So we can see this. We run, we take a result, and we put it here, and then we can try to run main and see there's going to be 0. Published 0. Perfect. Published 0. Perfect. I think if 0 else failed, I think it's kind of more explicit. And not parsing the numbers, yes, failed. So for this HTML, I think I'm gonna update everything. Delete all of this, all of this, all of this. Delete this, bring back this stuff, result, left, this dispatch. I don't think we kind of need it. I want CSS. Edit. This CSS really quick. We have rule set for the platform, text area, wrapper. Button, text area, result for the class name left. Left, display, flex, gap, this. I'm not sure it's gonna work because the thing is on the top and that one on the bottom, but it might work if we do display column, but let's test it. Boom. Yes. Display flex. Oh, but how do I do this without telling me? I don't know how to do without flex column. quick flex direction. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, chunky. Okay, I don't hate it. If it's like this, it looks normal. Or I put these two in a gap. Remove this. But here, say button is going to be our div. We add another here, another here. Done. Yeah, but our div. It's what I do in Pure script. Okay, and if we run it, post, it didn't work. Action, left, action, button, result. Yeah, I think it just, I think my style was off. I think this is nonsense. Why so thick? Center. Nope. Yes. Okay. Line item, center, this, 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 this. This is wrong. So I think we need a line center to center it, and I think that's enough of CSS for now. Okay, if it's failed, failed. If it posted. Okay, let's add this. Get rid of this. I don't want to look at this anymore. And last but not least, take a post, take platforms, and pass those around. We have request, and I don't know how to use it. I server. Okay, let's look at server docs. We have handler, we have requests. Response is the same handler. We might look at requests. Requests, post, extracting request. Bytes. Requests. Headers, bodies. Methods. Looking for parsing requests. Handler with header, get. Creating routes, sync, doc. Request. Okay, requests, decode. That's pretty good. Decode. Probably something that I need. Decode, address methods, requests. Well, good that I can make them, but how do I parse them? Decode. Type, but expect a unit. That's not what I expected. Not sure decode. That's what I need. Also just gives you HTTP request. I think that's what's probably used somewhere here. I don't need HTTP request. I need to go from HTTP request. Let's try to do find HTTP request to whatever. I don't know. No. This will blow up. Yeah, doesn't help. because this probably is the wrong thing. So somehow this returns request, and there's probably something that returns more stuff. If we go here and we try to search for any forms, okay, there's some form decoding, maybe. Form data, maybe. Form data parse. Form data parser. Get form data. Oh, route request. Can I do form data? By the way, is it coming from? What's route request? What library is this? Unison routes. Unison routes. It's high level stuff. Okay, so I'm using HTTP, but this is routes. Okay, let's try this. I think we are trying another library again. Install. And then let's go back to example. So we have a route get. We have routes. We have handler, and we return handler IO. This one is a route. So that's already more complicated. And we return stuff like this. And then we do it like this. We serve simple, and we have handler IO. So that's different. So we have a route. Deploying, we don't need to deploy. Defining routes is method parser and the route. Combining alternative and the URI. Inspecting routes, getting the components, request pass, request query, getting request headers, getting the request body, responding to the request. And authorize. So I think that's looks like higher level stuff. Higher level middleware testing routes. Okay, let's just copy this logic. Let's go from here. Then we somehow need to get a different thing. Oh, that's probably explains also the. Oh, that's not what I want. That's what I want. Explains the. Let's do web route. Oh, we don't need a handler. Alright, so let's see this one. Ambiguous name. Ambiguous name. Route. Oh yeah, because it's freaking ugly. I think we need something like this. Something like this. This and now it should work. So it doesn't work. Let's do use route. Oh, I need a space. Oh yeah, just right here. This example. Come on. So this is a route, and we had a different ones. So let's try to replicate this one. So we're going to have the route for index is a dual. Let's just call it. No, it's not a name. It's from the route get. It's nothing, right? We need to. I don't know how it works. We need just like this. I'm gonna have route that is a get. what does route takes? The route takes a method, a parser, and returns a route. If I don't need a parser, I just take, who is S? Somebody's an S. We take this and then return, okay, JSON, okay, text of this, right? Okay, text, where's this? That's what we return. The indentation a bit funky. We doing low level thing here. And then what's an S? So there's a parser from text that returns a parser. Docs. So docs for parser as, I assume it's a string. Parses a segment of the path if it matches a given text exactly. Okay. And then in this case, route. Web route? I assume so. And then this needs something. Something smarter. No capture. I see, probably this then. No capture, get add an index. So we're going to have index, all of this. Let's keep, are we going to return JSON? No, we always return in string. Then maybe let's keep one of those as an example. We don't need example, right? We don't need this. So we have index, the same as before. So we don't need this anymore. We need this, and we'll need this. So let's do index, login, also no capture. Like this. I like this response. This, then we say index or login or post. Now let's do post. This is also an exclamation point, not very interesting because we're going to have API post. And then all of this nonsense that we did before. It's not happy with this. Route. Is it not happy with threads again? No. Okay, now it's gonna be not happy with another option. So what do we have here again? So now we have an option. Now we have another problem that multiple bindings. It's not accurate. We have root IO. So how do we get rid of IO? There's so much stuff in here. run. No. Right. Well, this logic is more interesting. This one has a run. Right. This has HTTP request to HTTP response, which was the handler, right? So the handler is this request HTTP response with the exception abort, and this one has exception and the log. So we have a route. So this I find more interesting. So what's the route? Abstract interface. What if I try something really simple? What if I add more shit? If I just add IO in here. And I add this. Oh, so we didn't have to remove stuff, we just had to add it. So let's try this and then return this. Does this make sense? It does, but how do I use it? We have dispatch and we used to do handler. Oh, using routes already? No. If we use root, I think we need to run and then request response. Routes. What do we serve? We serve routes. We serve either with run, which doesn't seem. We serve simple that has all the stuff that we need. And then let's try that. Logic is going to be out 8081 till n running at 8081, and it all kind of compiles. We don't need this lower level stuff. And then if we do run, it's not going to work because I didn't change this. Wait. Oh, and then it removes this lower level stuff, right? Threads run is not even there. Need this. This we don't need. This we don't need. This is running, but we don't need it. We need to check the exception first. So we have unit. We need to do it. We need to do it. And then we're doing it. And if we run it, this is new. Oh, this is new. This is pretty nice. Because this is waiting for an input, right? So if you type it, it's gonna work as well. Anyways, let's run it. Let's go. This is not working. Port 8081. Let's run. Oh, I think this is this. No. 8081 web route. Oh, does it have both? It conflicts. It's not fun. Okay, this is not working. This is not working either. So something with this is not right. This is hello. Or maybe... Oh, wait, maybe this is not needed. So if they parse it hello, it means we're ready there. Okay. I did hello there. Okay, let's try with hello. I mean, is a HTML, right? Do we need a text in here? What do we have here? List, okay. List, okay. List. Round, okay. Who is okay from? Let's try this view, okay, text. We need to do list HTML. Okay, I guess. Oh, but it's different HTML. No. Oh yeah, but it's text. Wait. I think we're fine. We're fine. I think we're fine. It makes sense. Okay, it makes sense. Text HTML is different, so it's final test. 404. Post platform API post. API post. Oh. Why? API post. How do I know what is this? We have a get, and this is a post. Okay, almost there. This, 404. Post on the API post. A post on the API post. I mean, I'm skeptical about this. Like this. This. I assume it's gonna take something like this. No capture. Parser. I think there was an example in the docs like this. Oh, there is a... That's it. Like this. Where's this one coming from? It's not what I was looking for, but I think that's what we need. Second time, same issue. different API, but I made the same mistake twice. Now this is not working because we fixed it. Now this is not working because it was cancelled. I don't know. Is this empty? Like 1 step forward, 2 step backs. I think we need a parser. No. Just do index. Because whatever. I just want to see if this one works first. Okay, this one works. And this out of 4, 200. Failed. Failed. But did we parse anything? That's a question. Oh, we're not even parsing. I think we're in the step where I thought we were 20 minutes ago. What was no form data? Parse form data. What was it? Find form data. Oof. Get form data. Get form data is data keyword. How do we get stuff out of the map? I don't know. Let's find something that takes map text, array of stuff, and gets me what? A text by text. Okay. Find map. I think it's too many maps, but map has, I think map has a bunch of stuff. Filter, empty, doc, get, get. Let's do docs for this. Okay, that's just get. So let's think. I want to get stuff out of this. I want to get post, and then we want to get a list of platforms. I think it's pretty easy. Just does it has map lookup? Get just map lookup is fine, I guess. So we do map. This is not fun to have strings here and here, right? Because it's we have access to the form, so we can type it and reuse it. Oh, let's just try that. Post. What's a const? The Unison has some const. I mean, everything is a const, right? So it doesn't. Let's do web const post. Post and web const platform. And then here we're gonna get this. Get. That's gonna be text. And if the text is empty, we want to short circuit. What? What's this? data. What was the get? Key map and then optional. Gonna be post map and then we're gonna get optional. We didn't run this. This is hard to get used to from not using it. Like if I don't use it daily, right? I go back to the world where everything is just this. And I don't remember to do this. But I think it's not that big of a difference. I don't know how I feel about this yet. But we have text, optional, and we have platforms, optional as well. So we only want to run stuff if we only want to run stuff if we have both, right? So if I don't have thing, it makes no sense to continue. And if I don't have another thing, it makes no sense to continue. But the problem is I don't know how to do for comprehensions here. So let's just do it stupidly and then let's do it normally. And then let's do like this. We'll do it. Okay. Platforms. Oh. And then we do this. Right. And then we pattern match. Can we pattern match on both? I don't even remember how to put pattern match on one, so I'm a bit surprised. It was something like match with, and then we have optional. We have some. I have no idea what the syntax is, so text like this as well. Or like this. Any other situation, we just say this is the result. The result is going to be here. And in this case, error is obvious if one is missing, right? So this is optional text. So this, we didn't do this. Okay. Platforms. So now we have to parse the platforms. I don't need to look up anything more fancy than this, but we need to parse platforms. I think there's something like platform. Let's do it. Let's try it again. Platform. And then we take a text and return optional platform from text. So we're going to use this forms too. I bear with me. I don't usually do it. It's just a new language, right? We do platforms list each, just like list map a function, and then full map. I need a function that full map. No. Concat map. Concat optional. Concat optional looks promising. And might have a docs around who is its friend. For cases, it's better matching. That's what I was looking for this whole time. But I think I need list map this and then this. But I never know the order of this stuff. I think this is like this. Takes a function and then it takes a list. Mapget. Oh, mapget returns optional as well. Oh. Yes. Let's do this. Optional. For what? Getter else? Oh, that's lazy. To list flatten, that's what I need. Flat map. Map optional. Map optional applies a function which returns an optional value to each element based only the values which contain some untransferred value to include list. That's interesting. I think what I need is to list. And then I need to concat optional. Almost. Oh, wait, that's what I needed right away. So I need concat optional here. And now I have platforms, which is list of... Well, what I need is this. Take this. You can paste. Paste, but thank you. I need to find something of optional A and return a list of A. Sums. Well, that also works. Another thing that would work as well is I have a list of A's. I have a list of A's, right? I pass a function from an A to optional B and return a function with a list of B's. But I'm not sure I'm typing this. Holy. This work here. Find map. Not find until Well, that's not it. Filter map. That's more like it. Yes, that's what I need. Filter map. I need filter map with this. And now we have platforms with a type, at least a platform. For some reason, we can parse it is not going to work. And so now we do this. And we fail somewhere else. Now, list of text and a text, because this is the list of text. We can try the pattern match. I'm not sure if this is going to work. I think it did, because we somewhere else. Text. Optional text. Optional text. List of platforms and optional A. So we have value 45, 46. I think this is using the wrong thing. This is platforms from somewhere else. I don't think it's shadowing. If we do this, it should work. No? Okay. Oh, this is a list array. We don't need to pattern match here because we already did this. This is, sorry, let's meet bin them. This is already platforms. We just need to make sure list is not empty. I'm not sure, can you do it? If I was surprised to find if I was surprised it's not working. Okay, the guard expression has to be bool, but this one's list non-empty. Oh, list is non-empty. Is empty. Is non-empty. Is empty. Not. Yeah, but it's not. These platforms is empty. Not. Okay, this is kind of out of control. But also kind of not that bad. Let's just test and then we try to update it, okay? So where were we? Oh, this needs to be fixed. Testing. Blue sky post. Didn't blow up, but it says it failed. Testing blue sky. No changes here. But it could have succeeded. I think here we have to do try run to test it for now. And if we stop, because the error is kind of past what we wanted. Yeah, it is blue sky. Blue sky and this guy. Let's be refreshed. Sky Telegram. Failed. First of all, it would post, but the text is this. Okay, text is also should be non-empty. Filter. Not string empty. Text. I assume this is. Oh. There's no composition. Maybe there is not. I don't know if it's me or you probably can do lambda. I don't even know how to do lambda. Like this. Optional. So we need to extract the head of it, right? We have a form can return a list of stuff, but we only need one stuff. List head. And then do this. X. And we say it's also option. Oh my yo. We do optional flat map. Here we get Ellie's hat. And then we drop if it's not empty. Okay. But then this is going to be text, not list. Okay. Okay. This doesn't look that bad. So we get a text. We have form data. Out of this form data, we extract the first element because it should be only one. We shouldn't get more than one. We don't care. Then we filter to keep only non-empty. In theory, we have to trim as well. Text. Trim. This could be probably better. I just don't know how to do this. Would be something for composition. I think it's fine for now. So we trim it. We check that it's not empty. The platforms, we get an empty list, filter out, parse it, and then we pattern match. So if we have a text and we have platforms and those are not empty, I think we can also, we can do this. Not empty. Close the board. See, let's go. It's scary. Empty. From list. But it's a map. If I do list non-empty, from I don't know how to make it. Doesn't matter. Let's try. Failed. Good. Good. Mhm. Oh, I see. We can only do it once. Okay. So what we have missing ID's gone. You cannot find ID. That's why you cannot replace this. If we look at the what was it? List app edit index inner HTML, and then we try again. It worked. Still works because this is now inside. Yeah, inner HTML changed, and then we still have a result. And last but not least, we are done. Post to everybody. Failed as expected, and then 2 more just in case this is a 2 in a row go as well. So we're done. We're done. I think with this, we are done.